Alrighty then. What's going on there, people? Just making sure we're live. We are live. See me scratching my head? That's cool. Alrighty then. Hold on one second. Let me get my Windows situated. Mute that. Yes, that's muted. Alright, let me swing this over here. Swing that over there. Let me see what's going on in Discord real quick. Oops. Didn't mean to, okay. Okay, let me put this right here. Uh, oh, that's why. Okay. Right. All right, right there seems good, I guess. That doesn't really make a difference, does it? Let's see. Oops. Let's see if this does anything. Da da da. Yeah, it all looks about the same. Give me 1 second. Hi, honey. Want to say hi to YouTubes? Hold on. All right, so my co-host wants to say hi. Say hi, honey. Say hi. Say hi, YouTubes. Come here. Say hi. Say hello. Huh? What do you think? Huh? What you looking at? You so silly. That's my good boy. Maybe that's our thumbnail. Huh? Okay. There you go. And he's off. Oh boy. Anyway, how are we doing tonight, people? Should I change the green on my computer? Probably looks. Yeah, no, because it probably looks better on the phone. Uh, anyway, how's it going there, people? Been a little minute since we did it. Man, I'm itchy. Since I did it live, I'm gonna pop a claw here. I just got back from work a little while ago. Had one claw since I got back. Now this is to number 2. So smoke them if you got them, vape them if you got them, drink them if you got them, and all that good stuff. Anyway, so yeah, this is just a little hangout stream. Nothing. Well, all my streams are pretty much hangout streams. Uh, you know. Let me see here. What are we gonna put it at? I'm gonna leave it like that for now. So yeah. LCU. Yeah, a lot of crazy stuff going on in the LCU these days. So many different shows. There's the A circuit, the B circuit, interns, so many interns. But I don't really watch too many of the shows, especially since since I started my new job a couple months ago. I have a job, and then aside from that, I have my eBay store online where I sell comics and collectibles and other things like that. ETX Collectibles and more. Link is in the bio. But I work 9-hour days and I'm gone about 11 hours a day, just going to and from, just going to work and back, not including if I go anywhere else. you know, so my viewing time for shows, especially during the day, is limited. Typically I have 3 schedules. I either work from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m, uh 10 a.m. to 7 p.m, or 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Actually, tomorrow I start at 12, which is kind of good. But yeah, it's on a sliding scale. It fluctuates between those 3 schedules. It's not exactly set yet. I'm going to see about getting a set schedule. I'd probably prefer or the 10 to 7 seems to go by the quickest. And then we get an hour. Well, we get 2 15-minute breaks, which you don't have to clock in and out for. And then we get an hour lunch, which we do clock out for. So out of a 9-hour day, I get a straight 8 hours out of it. Or oh, my logo. I didn't realize that my ETX logo was on the screen as well while I was live. I don't know if it was like that before. So I gotta move my Myers mask so it's not in the way. Let's see. Gotta move it to the. Is that the right way? Oh, no, opposite way. No, other way. Whoa, boy, what you doing, boy? Thor. Thor has the zoomies. Thor has the zoomies right now, and he's going cuckoo. Let's see, did that fix it? Because I have both windows open. I have my OBS open. Thor, careful, honey. And then I have YouTube open on another window, and there's like a 20-second delay. So I'm just making sure that, and it's not out of the way. It has to go more to the left. Right about there should be good, I reckon. And I actually just did a video, a long form on this this Myers mask, which is a Halloween H1 Trick or Treat Studios rehaul. I sent it into a rehauler, and that's where they take off the paint, they strip the paint, they take off the hair, they repaint it, redo the hair and whatnot. I think he even cut out the eyes a little bit, and try to make it look as close to the original 1978 Michael Myers mask as possible. And like I said in the video, I think the rehauler on Etsy was the night he came home masks. It was either the night he came home masks or studios. Now I think about it, I think it's the night he came home studios or something. I don't even know if he's still doing that. But feel free to look into it yourself. But if you checked out the video and you could just see it right there, he did a really good job. It looks awesome. So, but anyway, yeah. Um, yeah. So I've been trying to get back to the long form content as best I can. Well, not as best I can, but more than I have been in recent months. And I've gotten back to more mask content. I put out several mask videos in the last few weeks or so, and I have some more coming up next. Since I did, actually, there was two masks in the Michael Myers mask video. Because I did a comparison. Well, really, because I showed they're all from Trick or Treat Studios. So it was a Trick or Treat Studios Halloween 1978 Halloween, just stock, and then the rehaul. So they were both in the same video because they're the same mask, but one is rehauled. Okay, and then so my next, let's see, was it 5 videos are gonna be my next 5 long form videos, I should say, are gonna be the rest of my Michael Myers mask. Actually, 6 because I have. Well, no, there's 7 more because I have 5 more uh, full masks, and then I have a half mask that was also from Etsy. It's a plain white Myers half mask, but it's painted up like Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. Um, it looks pretty cool. And then there's just a plain white half mask as well. But yeah, so my next, yeah, so excuse me, yeah, so my next 5, so excuse me, let me start over. My next 7 long form videos are all gonna be Michael Myers masks. So I did part 1, 1978, part 1, and then I have my Halloween 2, and then I have Halloween 4, and then I have Halloween 2018, Halloween Kills, and then Halloween Ends. And then those are all Trick or Treat Studios. And like I said in my last video, they're mass produced masks, so it's all a luck of the draw with those. Being it's a luck of the draw on the quality of the piece that you get, but all of my Trick or Treat Studios masks, I lucked out and got really decent quality copies. And then actually I think those are Trick or Treat Studios as well, if I'm not mistaken. The half masks. Like I said, there's just a plain white half mask, and then there's a plain white half mask, but painted up like Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. So, yeah, so those are going to be my next 7 long forms, and then, of course, following 7 shorts as well. Well, actually, what I do is I film the long form, and then I film a short, and then while the long form is uploading, I upload the short. So the short comes out before the long form, and then a little while later, the long form uploads after it's done rendering and all that good stuff. So yeah, and then after that, I'm probably going to move on to damn, I keep itching. I need to take a shower. I got home from work and I wasn't even really planning on going live. I mean, I was thinking about it, but I was like, yeah, I'll just hop on here for a little bit. Anyways, but after the Myers mask, I'm probably gonna do my Crimson Ghost masks, to which I have two now: the black hood and then the red hood. I did do a video for the black copy, but I never put it on in the video, so I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna do the red hood. The red hood one looks so cool, and then I'm gonna put that one on as well. And then yeah, I have, and then I don't know what I'll do from there, but I still have plenty of masks to make content for, obviously. Um, and then of course comics, and the comic content that I'm gonna do is just just showing you different collections, the covers of like a set of whatever, like say the first series of Punisher 1 through 4. I can just show you the covers. That's about as far as the uh content goes, that's about as far as the comic content goes. It'd just be showing covers and collections of X, Y, and Z. Too bad I didn't start that earlier, because I sold a lot of good stuff that I could have made content for. That I'll get it back. The thing is with this stuff, you can get it back. So I'll get those back eventually. I mean, I don't want to get back everything that I sold. But I did sell off a decent portion of my, not a decent portion, but I sold a bunch of good books, and a bunch of good masks as well. I don't plan on getting everything back that I sold, but I want to get back, of course, a choice few of each. Like I had Star Wars #1, first print, first appearance of Boba Fett, Mandalorian, all sorts of stuff. X-Men, was it 266, first appearance of Gambit, X-Men 101, the Phoenix. I mean, I could go on and on. Yeah. But anyways, I like I said, that stuff, you can get back. It's just a matter of time is all, you know. Yeah. But anyway, and also, like you could see up on the screen, oh yeah, that's another thing. I just hit 900 subscribers. I think like the other night, yesterday, because I think last night I was at 899, and then today, last I saw, I was at 903. So thank you for that. Appreciate it. That much closer to 1,000, to where I could finally get monetized. The watch hours, it never fully updates for some reason. Like my 365, man, this hair. The 365, because you have to have, to get partially monetized, you need 1,000 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours within 365 days, so within a year. And right now, like I said, I have like 903 subs, and then I have over 20. I have over 2,500 watch hours. I mean, really, I have like 3,500 watch hours in total, but in the last 365 days, I think it's almost 2,600. It's 2,500 something. But in the analytics in YouTube Studio, under monetization, it only shows like 2,100 something. So it's not fully updated. But in other words, even though I have like 3,500 watch hours, or over 3,500 watch hours lifetime, you need to have it within 365 days. So So yeah, so realistically, I'm about uh, 400 something, 500 watch hours away from being monetized, and I saw two different things. Because before it was just you needed 1,000 and subscribers and 3,000 watch hours to get partially monetized with um with subscriptions, not subscriptions. I'm having a brain fart right now. Oh, with memberships and then with super chats. And then you need 4,000 watch hours to be fully monetized with AdSense, ads, and then, views, clicks, blah blah blah, impressions, all that stuff. Everything that contributes to, monetization, engagement, likes, comments, shares, etc., etc. It all counts as engagement, and it all counts in, it all plays a part in the algorithm and everything. Um, but yeah, so I'm pretty close to being partially monetized. Um, I think once I hit 1,000 subscribers, um, it seems like that is the threshold. As far like once you hit 1,000, it's it seems like it's easier to, you know what I'm saying. Once you hit that 1,000, it's easier to excel from there. Because up until that point, it's just so much. Like it's so hard to hit that 1,000 subs and the 3,000 and 4,000 watch hours, man. Uh, I'm going glitchy. Hold on a second. Especially just starting from zero, starting from literally the ground up, um, and working up by yourself. Hi, honey. With no help, no channel shout outs, no nothing. Just starting from zero and working your way up. It's a hell of a climb, especially in today's online world. You know, uh trying to become successful on YouTube in 2024 and 2025, it's extremely difficult, man. So, in hindsight, it's really pretty miraculous how far I've come since I started this channel. It's pretty cool, honestly. Um, but yeah, like I said, once I hit that 1,000, it'll be. I think it'll be. Hold on a second. Thor. Hey, 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 you okay? What are you doing? Thor has the zoomies. He's going cuckoo, and I have to watch him because sometimes he gets overstimulated and stuff, and he can have a seizure because he has a form of epilepsy, and he has seizures, but they're pretty much under control. He takes two different types of medications for it. Um, that I have to give to him. He takes 4 pills a day, and in the morning and at night. And I have to, physically give them to him orally in his mouth. Um, but and because of this form of epilepsy, um, there's no cure for it. It will never go away as of right now. Um, but with the medication and his regimen of medication, it's just to control it, and it's been doing that pretty good. He's been pretty good, but still, when I hear certain things, I have to check, make sure he's okay and everything. But yeah, he's my good boy. I love him. But yeah. Oh, and that's what I was starting to say about the monetization as well. Hold on. Um, yeah. So with the monetization, like I said, since I'm not actually monetized yet, uh, if you want to help me in the channel, excuse me, if you want to help me in the channel out monetarily, you can do so by super chatting, quote unquote, via Cash App. Um, it's right there at ETX666. Um, And when you send something, there's an option to leave a message. So, with whatever you send, you can leave your message, uh, questions, comments, show ideas. If you want to come on the show as a guest and we could do a podcast, I'm open to that as well. I would like to do that in the future too. Um, but yeah, just put that in your message. And obviously, if I see it while we're live, I'll read it live. Thank you for it. Shout you out, all that good stuff. And then if you happen to do it on the live stream playback, I will read it live on the next live stream. Um, because I will obviously see it and I will reply. And as far as comments or anything like that, I respond to anything or try to anyway. Um, so just keep that in mind. But and non monetarily, it's just a few little clicks for you, and all it does is help me and my channel out, the algorithm, etc., which is obviously liking the video, hitting the thumbs up button, commenting down below. Oh my god, let me start over. Non-monetarily, all you gotta do is a few little clicks for you, and it doesn't cost anything, free of charge, and all it does is help me and the channel out and the algorithm, etc. All you gotta do is hit that like button, hit the thumbs up, comment down below, let me know what you think of the video. Again, questions, comments, you could also put that in the chat, on the live stream chat, or in the comments afterwards on the playback. Of course, sharing the video, uh, and obviously subscribing. And when you subscribe, be sure to hit the notification bell and set it to all, so that way you get notified every time I upload a new video. So doing those few little things, it's literally a few clicks or a few taps, takes a few seconds, doesn't cost you anything. And if you enjoy the content, why not, do it before you leave or whatever. And again, all it does is help me and my channel out, and it helps the algorithm pushing my content out to more people, so on and so forth. And obviously, it's appreciated monetarily or non-monetarily, or you could do both. I accept. I accept. um, so yeah. Anyways, yeah, I don't know, LCU stuff. Yeah, a lot of like I was starting to say, a lot of crazy stuff going on in the LCU right now. Keem, for those of you that watch, has basically quit, but he's kind of, just managing behind the scenes. Um, it'd be nice if he came back to Local Live, because Local Live fucking sucks. Without him, like, I started, like, I don't know, man, like, Scooter, Rastov, and now, Boogie, and this other fucking retard, Booster. I don't know. Like, Rastov, I never really cared too much for. I could either take him or leave him. It doesn't really make a difference to me. Uh, Boogie, I like Boogie. I just don't like his fake, stupid bullshit, which he does like 90% of the time when he's on live. Now, however, Boogie, when he uploads actual videos, like, him and Desi going wherever, even though it's pretty cringy, Disneyland, he's like, going on 52 years old with his 30-year-old senior, this 30-year-old junior girlfriend, like, and going to Disneyland and shit. It's really cringy, but like the way he is in those videos, just being himself, being funny, this and that. If he acted like that on Local Live, a good majority of the time, it would be so much better. Um, I don't know. I think he just thinks that he has to act a fool and crash out and all this dumb shit to be entertaining, but it's not that. I mean, of course you could do some of that, but like his crash outs and stuff, it's just so over the top. Like I've talked about this before, so I don't want to start talking about it again and just loop. But it's just so over the top, and it's obviously 100% fake, and like his heavy breathing and his fake cry, like it's too much. When he's actually his real self, or his real self that he portrays in his regular videos, that would be much better. Scooter, he's okay. I can't like the name. I don't like it. Like it just reminds, when I hear that name, Scooter, it just reminds me of like some little kid. I don't know. I don't care for the name. He's fine. I think when he was on Bus with Sweetie, and who was the other one? I don't know, but it was just fine. And then like he went wherever, and it just got all screwed up from there. But it was good the way it was before. He left before. Bus was really good tonight with Michael and Sweetie. That was a really good show tonight, along with Queens. Queens was really good tonight, and then Bus was really good tonight. And I think that they're going to be doing some more tryouts for different shows. And, I've talked about this before also. I'd like to try out for a show. I don't know what show exactly, and with who, and that obviously plays a major role in it. Like I could give you a quick backstory. I tried out for some shows in the LCU before. This was a while back, when Local Madhouse was still a thing. Like I said, I talked about this before, but I'm just going to briefly go over it in case whoever's watching now doesn't know. But I was talking to David Jaffe behind the scenes about becoming a possible fourth, because they already had 3 hosts on the show. It was him, Tech, and Bunny. Tech, I never liked. I just don't like that guy. And I still don't. He's a fucking idiot. But I was talking to him about possibly becoming a fourth. But then that never ended up happening. Because Madhouse ended up getting canceled, and David Jaffe was fired live on air. I was watching that day that it happened. But after Madhouse, they created another show called Local Dark, which there was no theme for it or anything like that, and I figured it would be an iteration of Madhouse. And the reason why I ever was possibly thinking about becoming a host on Madhouse to begin with, because unlike the rest of the shows in the LCU, which are all drama based pretty much, Madhouse was not. Madhouse was like, horror, paranormal, true crime, conspiracy theories, things like that. Things that I'm interested in, and that's why I was looking at that as a possible show to become a host on, or a co-host. But then, like I said, it got canceled. Well, he got fired, and the show was canceled. And then they created Dark in its place, which they did tryouts for one night. I believe I went up the first night of tryouts, and what they were going to do at the time, they were doing 2 or 3 nights of regular tryouts, and then they were going to do the following week a round 2 of tryouts, and then based on those results, they were going to pick the new host of Local Dark. So I think it was the first night, and I believe I was the first person that went up in the first night of tryouts. Rastov was up there. Billy the Fridge was up there on panel, and I made it to round two. Now, granted, Rastov was asking me some stupid questions, and it was like throwing me off. Like, and then the other thing was, at the time, I didn't have my setup yet. I just had my phone on a tripod, and they use Discord for their Discord calls, group video calls on YouTube. They're not just using, YouTube and OBS. They're using Discord. And when you're using your phone on Discord, in a group video call, there's a delay. There's a delay visually and audio and visual delay. Okay, so that didn't help either. He would say something and like I didn't hear him right. Like it was just, but whatever with that, I made it to round two, and then at the time, Rastov had asked me. I think he asked me. I think he asked me during the tryout, or maybe it was in a message, a DM afterwards, but he asked me if I'd be able to have my setup, everything, set up and ready to go the following week. And I said, yeah. However, the following week never ended up happening because Locale Dark turned into Locale Dolls. Remember Locale Dolls? Which it was, at first I think it was like beans, fucking pigtails, that pup cup bitch, was sweet tea on it? I don't even know. But yeah, so it turned into not Locale Dark, Locale Dolls, which is all girls. And obviously, I'm not a girl, I'm not a doll. So that didn't go anywhere. And then after that, I don't know, they did, like, Keem did some tryouts for something, like, I don't know, at some point, and I don't remember what it was for exactly. I was gonna go up, but at the time, what he was doing was he was having random people come up on call, on Locale Live, and then he would bring one person on, and then another person, and then he would like have those two people like going against each other, and they don't even know it. Like, and I didn't like it. It didn't feel right. I didn't like it. I'm like, that's not what I want to do, and yada yada. So I didn't end up doing any tryouts. And then since then, I'm trying to think after that. I don't know, because there's been, multiple different times they're doing tryouts. But fast forward to recently, Keem was doing tryouts for, I think, the intern shows. And when I happened to see that, I would have gone up. I think there was 2 times, actually. Unless that was the same day, I'm not exactly sure. But both days I was at work. Or maybe it was one day. It was either 1 or 2 days. But I was at work. One of the days I woke up and I was getting ready to go to work. And the other day I was at work. So the other times that he did those tryouts, I wasn't at home at my setup and I was at work. So I wasn't able to go up. Otherwise, I would have. And then the other thing with that, whatever the show would be, and these other shows, the B circuit shows, or even if it's on the A circuit, whatever it is, it would have to be at night, which I think it would be, because it wouldn't be any of the main shows, obviously. But I don't know. Locale Bus could possibly be doing some tryouts, because right now it's just Michael and Sweet Tea. And I know Michael doesn't want to stay. Well, as of right now, I'm going glitchy. As of right now, Michael doesn't want to stay, so there's a possibility that they could be doing tryouts. I don't know. I'm just thinking that. Um, and that show on my time, I think they go live every night at 7. And see, that right there is an issue because of my fluctuating schedule. Uh, typically I work 11 to 8, sometimes 10 to 7 or 9 to 6. So that probably wouldn't work out anyway. So it'd probably be one of the other shows. Um, so I'm gonna grab another White Claw though. Ow, ow, ow. Hey, hi, hon. Oh, didn't mean to pop your nose. Say hi, honey. Say hi. You see us on the screen? Hmm? My hair on your ear. My hair touches his ear. He flicks his ear. Say hi to YouTubes. Say hi, YouTubes. Want to talk in the mic? Huh? So Thor is about 5 years old. He's a Russian blue. Here, you could hold the mic. Here, see? He'll be the most popular podcaster ever. And he's a rescue. I adopted him. Actually, he's about 5.5 years old. Right, honey? Whoa. You're about 5.5, right? I love his mushy face fat there. See us on the screen? There's 2 screens. He's watching the screen because we're on 2 screens. You see us? Hmm? That's you and me. That's you and Daddy. That's you and Daddy. Okay. Okay. Oh no, I didn't grab a claw. I grabbed Thor. Oh no, I did one. I did. This is numbered trace. Oh, I'm looking at that because there's a delay. Isn't he gorgeous? He's such a sweet boy, oh. But yeah, he's about 5.5 years old. His birthday is 2 days away from 420, actually. 4/22, 2020. So he's about 5.5 years old. Russian blue. And again, he's a rescue. I adopted him. And his name, actually, I've said this too before, but for those that don't know, his name was already Thor, which is ironic for a couple of reasons. One, because I am of Norwegian descent, um, and Norwegian being Nordic. My Viking, my Vikings, the Vikings are literally my ancestors. Um, so Norwegian, with the Nordic mythology, Odin, Thor, etc., etc. And then also, I'm obviously big time into comic books and Thor and Odin, etc., etc. And his name just happens to be Thor. Oh, I'm going to show you something. I found this, I think I found it on Amazon. I have this collar, and it says Thor, the cat. It says Thor, the god of thunder, but it has God crossed out, and it says the cat of thunder. Hold on, I'll show you. I just have it on the shelf, but because he doesn't, I don't keep a collar on him, and actually collars, for those cat parents out there, collars with something hanging on them, like, I mean, this isn't too much, but like with bells and this and that, it can actually drive the cat insane. You know why? Because when this is around their neck and this is happening, they're trying to catch it, and it's a noise and something physical around their neck that they can never catch. And so it's almost like a torture. So if you get a collar for your cat, don't have anything on it. Just have it be the collar. And that should only be if you're going for walks or whatever. There's not really a need for it. But anyway, check it out. Clear up. Let this clear up. There it goes. Well, anyway, you could see it. I don't know why it keeps like focusing, unfocusing. I'm Thor, the cat of thunder. Ugh. And then I also have this. I have another, like a normal replica of Thor's hammer, but my stepdad got me this. I don't know if it was just for that or because of Thor as well, but got me this little Thor's hammer keychain. But I just keep it next to the collar on the shelf in the front room. But actually, my phone, which I use as a webcam, um, which is actually the quality is probably better than most webcams. It's actually not on a tripod right now. It's actually just sitting on the Thor, on the hammer, which is on my desk, on my computer desk. Anyway, By the way, about podcasting. So obviously, I haven't had any guests on yet. But even for the LCU, like if I were to come on as a guest, which I've done many times in the past, I just never did it with my setup. It was always with my just through my phone. Oh my god, excuse me. But what I'm trying to figure out is how to podcast without a headset, because I have uh this headset here. Um, it's not a podcast headset; it's a gaming headset. It's a gaming headset. Uh, but because it has this other mic. I mean, whatever with that. But I just need to get a regular wired, over ear headset for podcasting. Because it's just gaming. Anyway, actually, not right now. They don't look too bad, but typically, these headphones look huge. I guess when I look straight on, yeah, they puff out. But right now, actually, they don't look too bad. But typically they look like huge, and I don't like it. Um, but what I'm trying to figure out is if I wanted to podcast without a headset and just have the audio coming through my computer speakers, how does that work? Because if I'm just using my mic for my audio going out, the audio coming in would be through the computer speakers, but the audio going out is through my mic. However, if I have the headset off and the audio coming in through the speaker is going to get picked up by my mic. So how do I troubleshoot that to where I can have the audio coming through the computer speakers, but it won't interfere and get intercepted by my mic? If anybody knows the answer to that, let me know. I mean, I'm gonna have to look up some more videos. Damn, I might have had the gain up too high this whole time. But yeah, if anybody knows the answer to that, kindly let me know. I'd appreciate it. Is this picking up two audio sources? No, it's not. Check, check, 1 2, check. Check, check. All right, one audio source, which is the way it's supposed to be. Um, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know. That's a bit. That's about it, though. I guess. I guess since I'm in the filming groove, I could probably just go ahead and film the H2 mask after this. If anybody has any questions, comments, show ideas, anything like, and then after I film that, I'm gonna jump in the shower. I don't know why I'm so itchy. But yeah. Other than that, that's about it, I reckon. You know what? I still haven't watched the damn Alien show. Alien Earth. I started to watch like the first episode, and then I didn't finish it. And then actually, fucking Predator Badlands is about to come out like in 2 days. And I haven't even watched the Alien show yet. So I need to get on that. Watch the Alien Earth. And then watch the Badlands movie, which looks really fucking good. I mean, even the Alien show looks really good. I just haven't watched it. I don't know why. Um, and then what else? I need to get caught up on the third season of Daryl and Carol, Daryl Dixon. Uh, what else? I know I'm missing. Oh, Peacemaker. Like I don't know. I don't know why I'm behind on all these shows. But yeah, definitely Aliens and fucking or Alien Earth and Predator. I need to watch like ASAP. Um, and then yeah, Daryl Dixon. And you know what, Daryl Dixon? Why, why can't they just get back to the U.S. already and give us our fucking uh, what's the word I'm looking for? Our oh man, what's the word I'm looking for? Reunion. Get back to the United States. Give us our Rick reunion with everybody. Like, why they just keep going from country to country? It doesn't make any sense because in Daryl in season two, the fucking guy went to like they made it seem like it was no big deal flying from Paris to the goddamn United States. Like I think they made it seem like the guy flew there in like a few hours. So why couldn't the guy have flown? Because there was not enough room for them all. So why couldn't he have flown back, refueled, got more fuel, went back, and then got them, or even just one at a time? Like they made it seem like the trip was like not a big deal. Uh, I don't know, but we need our fucking reunion with everybody. Uh, when are they gonna do that? And they we like I still don't know if who's running the CRM. Uh, like it seems like Rick and Michonne are running the CRM. I don't think they just fixed everything, changed everything, and then just went home and that was it. There's no way it ended like that. They still have to be involved. Um, change the logo to one circle, because they're all united and everything like that. There's no way that it ended like that. I believe that Rick is the head of the CRM, and then Michonne is his second. And when they go back, I mean, he just needs to bring everybody in, and then that way they could really change things after that. I mean, imagine. I mean, their resources, everything like that. Like, it just makes sense for them to do. I mean, if Rick brought reunited and brought everybody back into the CRM, Rick, Michonne, Daryl, Carol, Maggie, Negan, Morgan. I mean, dude, there's so much potential there for so much cool shit, man. I just wish they would do that. It would be really cool to see. It would be awesome to see. Um, and yeah, that reunion between Nick, my goodness, between Rick and Negan is gonna be something. Yeah, that's gonna be crazy, man. And they better fucking do it, dude. They better do it. Seriously. Um. Eh, whoa. excuse me. I probably should have had this like this the whole time. Dang. Oh well. Yeah, I probably should have had it like that the whole time, but what are you gonna do? I don't know. But yeah, I guess that's about it. Damn. Wait, what time is it? Oh, 10:38. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, after this I'm gonna go film. Uh, yeah. Halloween 2. H2 Michael Myers mask. When was Halloween 2? It was 19. I don't want to assume. Is it 1980? 79? 80? I gotta look it up. Uh. The hell is this? '81. That was my next guess. I thought it was, yeah, I thought it was either. I was actually thinking it was '81. Yeah, 1981. 3 years before yours truly was born. And I know I am younger than I look. I am 40, going on 41 in just like a few weeks, which is horrifying. Honestly, it doesn't make sense. Really, it just doesn't. Don't I have this window open? What the fuck is going on? Yeah, well, a couple things as far as, not looking my age, which is a really good thing. Because when I'm 60, I'll probably look, 40, my age now. Um, you know, I'm just going to my different accounts and liking this video, which you should be doing too. Hit that fucking like button, will ya? Eh. If you like breathing, hit the like button. Hit that fucking like button, eh? Forget about it. What the hell was I just talking about? Oh yeah, age. Yeah, dude, I can't believe it. It's pretty mind-boggling actually. Um Time like doesn't make any sense. Yeah, time literally makes no sense whatsoever. I mean, life makes no sense really, but um when they say the older you get, the faster time goes, it's 100% true. I mean, just think about how quickly this year went. I mean, I feel weird. I'm about to put on my Christmas tree. I mean, I always put on my Christmas tree early, and I like overextend it the normal time keeping it up. But still, um, uh, it's like, didn't I just like I just took it down. Like, I mean, I did keep it up a while. When did I take it down? I don't know exactly, but I feel like I just took it down and put it in the closet, and I'm about to be taking it out again. It's strange. Um, you know, time really, really goes by quickly. But I was saying that for a reason. Why did I start saying that? Damn this hair. Urgh! You know, in hindsight, I probably shouldn't actually keep these lives up, but I do anyway because I don't give a fuck. But oh, one thing I can talk about: Becky Boop, bro. What the hell happened to Becky? Like, sometimes I comment in different chats and stuff like that. I'm like if she's brought up, I'm like, is she alive? Is she like, is she like buried in her hoard? No, I don't want to say that, but I mean, seriously, she's been radio silent for. She's been radio silent for a good little while now, and actually, she's made some posts and check check 1 2. Does this sound better? Does this sound better? Does this sound better? Check check 1 2. Check check 1 2. But anyway, yeah, she's been periodically making some YouTube posts. Like she made one like I don't know a week and a half ago, something like that. I would have to double check, but it said soon. Like ooh, and I comment. I'm not even subscribed to her. I don't think, but I commented. I was like on that post. I was like, Becky lied. Becky cried. Becky lied again. But wait a minute. Okay, there's a lot more background noise on that one. Check, 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 check. Hello, goodbye. Checkity check yourself before you wreck yourself. Checkity check yourself. No, no, no. All right, so this is where we want to keep it at. And I'm always commenting to all of these people, all these hosts that don't know how to use their mics, etc. I always say you want to stay the optimal distance for, or excuse me, the optimal distance for optimal sound is no farther than 6 inches away from your mic. Uh, because a lot of people will be, 2 or 3 feet away, etc., etc. Anyway, I'm kind of blabbing on, but anyway. But anyhow, I think I covered everything. If anybody has any questions or anything, feel free to go ahead and ask now or forever hold your peace. Um, yeah. Let's see how this looks when it catches up. I'm always changing the colors of my mic and the background. I don't want to listen to myself anymore. Maybe you don't either. I don't know. But yeah, I'm always changing the colors of my background and my mic and my computer itself, actually, which I'll show you. There's that Thor's hammer I was talking about. That's a direct one-to-one replica. Um, but yeah, here's my PC. Hold on. Let me move this out of the way. I was thinking of just taking the glass door off, because it just looks so much better, without it. Um, but yeah, it's green at the moment. Let's see, what's the next color after this? Blue. Guess we could leave it like that for now. Yeah. But yeah, I'm always changing the colors, and I can never make up my mind. God damn it. Stay. Yeah, I'm always changing the colors of everything, and I can never fully make up my mind. Um, so, but yeah, dude, I don't know. It's kind of at this point. The blue does look cool though, because on the Asus board right there, there's that purple light that always stays purple, and then the lights fade in and out of like this reddish up top, and then the one piece in the middle too. But because of the blue, it almost acts sort of like a black light almost. Um, and like the breathing effect of the lights, the other lights, the red lights, it makes it kind of look like it's glowing. Like I don't know. Anyway, it looks cool either way. Is what I'm trying to say. Oh, good grief. Yeah. Another Slipknot hoodie. I guess I've run out of stuff to talk about. But excuse me. You know it's weird. These live streams, my regular live streams, they haven't seemed to catch any traction yet. My gaming live streams though, typically, I'll be honest, my live streams bring in nobody. And there's all sorts of reasons for that, which I'm not about to get into right now. I know what they are. I'm just not going to get into it. Um, but when I'm gaming, like Red Dead 2 or Call of Duty or whatever, usually there's a few people in there. And strangely enough, um, like a few months ago, in the summer when I would take bike rides and just randomly go live, um, that's where I got my most viewers on bike rides. I didn't understand it, and of course, it would go up and down as well, like it always does. But I just thought it was strange. But yeah, for these streams, there's literally nobody ever in. Hopefully that changes at some point. Um, my gaming live streams usually bring in, I don't know, a few people, five, six, and that's like a lot. uh, but then what I've seen so far is where the most people are is the live stream playbacks. For whatever reason, I don't know. Um, I think what it has to do with part of it is because I'm not one specific genre. I think that has a lot to do with it, and YouTube doesn't know, you know, who to put my videos out to. Specifically, like before, if I was just ETX masks, then everybody subscribed or whatever would most likely see the notification and would be in there. But because my channel is multiple different genres, you know, it's my channel is masks, comic books, uh, collectibles, figures, action figures, movie prop replicas, um, gaming, live streaming, reaction videos. Just it's all over the place. Um, and uh, so that's a part of to it. It's probably not probably. It's a major factor in as far as the views go and what the audience is. Because YouTube, and I know this, but YouTube wants one genre and one genre only per channel. So, like, if, when I started out as a mask channel, that's all fine and dandy because it's just masks. Now, if I want to do comics as well, I would have to start a separate channel for just comics. So I have ETX masks, only masks, nothing else. Comics, ETX comics, comics, and nothing else. Gaming, ETX gaming, and nothing else. Um, live streamings, ETX live. You get the drift. I was doing abandoned expert. I always get this as this always gives me a tongue twister. Abandoned exploration. That would be one thing. But it's like, and then I figured that's why I figured changing the name to certain things, it was a workaround of having one specific genre or multiple genres in one. I figured that was a workaround the algorithm. So in other words, instead of having one specific genre, and a separate channel for each genre, if I change the name to something that all these genres fall under one umbrella, like when I had it as ETX Prime, being the prime hub for everything ETX. And it's not, one specific thing, so it throws it off because it doesn't know what genre it is or not. Which I was thinking about changing it back to ETX Prime. Because because you can. There's two different names. Like you have your username and then your channel name. Uh, and I have ETX, but then I have ETX Live. I was thinking of just having ETX and ETX, but I don't think that's available. So maybe I should just leave it ETX because that's not saying what it is or not. ETX Prime, again, the idea behind that is it's the Prime hub to all of ETX's content. Uh, but the word Prime, I don't like that because it just reminds me of like Jake Paul or whatever with their stupid Prime drink. And maybe that's a good thing because maybe it'll get more clicks and whatnot because of that word Prime. I don't know exactly. uh, but and then now that I have it at ETX Live, it's not necessarily because not every video is a live video. I don't know, dude. Because I have my channel name as ETX, but then my username or whatever is ETX Live, and if I just try to do ETX doesn't let me. If you're a content creator and you have a channel, you know what I'm talking about. And this actually looks cool right here with the green uh in the background, the blue on the computer, and then the red here. I mean, I could always change that, but this color scheme actually looks pretty good. Let me see how this looks full screen. Yeah, it looks good. Looks good on YouTube's end, and it looks good on OBS's end as well. OBS. Anyway, it's time for another claw, and it's 12 midnight. Oh man. Anyway, what shows or movies are you guys looking forward to? Are you looking forward to the Predator movie? Um, I don't think it's in the theaters. I think it's just online as well, like on Disney or whatever. But this latest trailer that came out looks so fucking cool. That Predator with the white dreads looks so cool. Uh, yeah, I love the Predator movies. Even the other ones from the 2010s or whatever. I think those are good movies. I think it was just Predator and Predators. Those are good. And there was like the AVP movies, um, Alien versus Predator Requiem with the Pred Alien. Those are pretty cool. I mean, there's a lot of you know, bad acting and stuff in between, but like character design, everything like that was really cool. But I'm gonna grab another claw and I'm gonna grab my Predator mask. Here is my Yautja mask, which I actually also did a video for on this channel. This is the original um Jungle Hunter mask. One thing it's missing, everything is pretty accurate. One, there's the laser, the triangle laser, 3-dot laser. Excuse me. Oh my god, dude, these White Claws. That's one downside to the White Claws. They are so carbonated and they make you burp like a son of a bitch. And I'm looking at this again, man. I really like this color scheme. Red in the background, blue computer, red mic. Oop, looks good. But anyway, and I got this on Amazon, and my keyboard is green, so that's what it's reflecting off of. Um, but one thing this is missing is the mesh behind the eyes, the metal mesh, which actually, in hindsight, doesn't really make any sense because in the movies, if it's just a metal mesh, how is he seeing, you know, how does he see the all the different holographic views, you know, if it's just a mesh screen. Um, Unless his computer system in the mask, like views over it. Uh, but it should just be like a lens instead of, a metal mesh. But there's the inside of the mask. It was somewhat wearable until I cut the straps off. You could see where I cut them. But I mean, it's a big ass mask. You know. But yeah, I just keep this in the front room actually, uh, by my TV stand. Uh, well, on the corner of my TV stand, I have it standing up, leaning up against the TV stand. This is claw number 4. Oh yeah, this looks cool, man. Especially with the text on the screen, the green and then the red. Super chat via Cash App at ETX666 in green, and then we have ETX Live in red. Yeah, I'm digging this color scheme. Looks cool. Looks cool. And I gotta film this H2 video, so I'll be doing that shortly here, and I have to pee, so I'm gonna be ending this in a few. So whoever watches this on the replay, again, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Stay tuned for more live streams coming soon. I told you what the upcoming mask content will be. I'll tell you again. My next 7 long form videos are all Michael Myers masks. Tonight we have, right after this, and again, there's going to be a long form for each and a short for each. The short you will see first, and then the long form right after. But starting tonight, following the H1 stock Trick or Treat Studios, and then the H1 rehaul. Tonight is the H2 Halloween 2. And then we have Halloween 4. And then we skip ahead to Halloween 2018. Halloween Kills. Halloween Ends. And then I have 2 half masks. One is just the plain white Michael Myers half mask. And then I have another plain white half mask, but painted up as the Joker makeup, but the Joker makeup is Joaquin Phoenix's Joker from the first Joker. I mean, they're both the same, and but I don't think anybody really counts that second one with Lady Gaga. I don't even think I watched. I don't even know if I watched the whole thing, but it was just I don't know where they went with that. They should just either left the first Joker as a standalone movie, or it's like when people heard, uh, um, Harley Quinn was gonna be in it, and it was Lady Gaga. It looked really good, but they just, I don't know. I don't know. When they make these movies, like I don't know what they're thinking sometimes. Uh, it's like I don't know. It's like sometimes it's like they just purposely fuck things up just to piss people off. Making things not comic accurate on like I don't know, dude. I don't get it. Um I don't get it. Like the Flashpoint movie, for instance. Um that's based off of the Flashpoint paradox, which is based off of uh well, those are different stories. But they merged Batman versus Superman into the Flashpoint. And it's like, actually, no, wait, hold on a second. I'm getting confused. No, yeah, the Flashpoint. The Flashpoint story is where Barry Allen runs back in time to try and stop his mother from being murdered, to which he does. And he goes back, I think, about 30 years or so. Okay. And when he does that, they say that, like when a jet goes Mach 1 or Mach 2 or whatever, and it makes a sonic boom. Well, when you run so fast and you run through time, it creates a time boom, which sends a time ripple or a ripple through time, which distorts and changes things, certain events. So when the Flash ran back through time to save his mother from being murdered, he created a time boom, and it changed two major. Well, actually, it changed a few things. Uh, and they all happen around the same time. So instead of Bruce Wayne's parents being killed, uh, Bruce Wayne was killed as a child. And then his father, Thomas Wayne, beat the guy to death with his bare hands. He caught the guy and beat him to death. And then later on becomes Batman, but a much darker version of Batman that uses guns and weapons, and he's a straight up killer. And then Martha Wayne, his mother, literally at that moment goes insane and later becomes the Joker. So that's one event. Another event is when Superman's pod crashed in Metropolis, and then the Kents find him and yada yada. Well, instead of his pod crashing in Metropolis, or excuse me, in Smallville, instead of his craft crashing in Smallville and his parents, the Kents finding him, blah blah, his craft crashes in the middle of Metropolis, which is the equivalent of an atomic bomb. I don't know why, that equivalent wasn't in Smallville. It doesn't really make any sense in this story, but anyway, it happened. He crashed in the middle of Metropolis, and it was like an atomic bomb from the damage from the impact. Killed like millions of people, or however many people, and then the government seized the spacecraft and obviously Superman, to which he was a baby, and they kept him captive his entire life. Um, and then what else? Wonder Woman and Aquaman become lovers at first, but then they become enemies. And Wonder Woman kills uh, Aquaman's wife, Mira, and then a war starts between them, between the Atlanteans and the Amazonians, to which it basically like ends the world. Uh, there's a whole lot of crazy stuff. Um, and isn't that tied to? No, that doesn't make any sense. I'm thinking. I don't know why I'm thinking that the Batman versus Superman. Oh, I know. I was thinking that was two different things, but the Batman versus Superman, the movie compared to the comics, is two different things as well. I think that's what I was thinking of. I'm gonna say this last thing. I'm gonna wrap it up. Um, Batman versus Superman in the comics was a four-part comic series, and it was two halves of two stories. Um, the first half was basically Batman being retired for about 20 years in Gotham. Then he comes out of retirement, and there's this new group. I have to pee. Hold on, I'll be right back. Puppy. Oh, sorry, honey. That was just Daddy. My baby boy. Okay. Look, have another visitor. What on, man? Hang on, will you? Well, hold on, I'll get back to my story in a second. Say hi, hon. Say hi. You see us on the screen again? Hmm? You see us on screen? Huh? Whoa. Listen here, mister. I love you. You're such a mush. You're such a little mush. Hold on, will you? Sheesh. Eh. Sheesh. Whoa. Okay, anyway. So what I was saying was, and forgive me, I'm a little buzzed now. Going glitchy. OBS does that every so often. But anyway, so the Batman versus Superman story, which is actually The Dark Knight Returns. There's part one and part two. First part is 2 books. Part two is 2 books. So the first part, basically, Batman comes out of retirement after about 20 years, and there's this new group called the Mutants, to which he ends up fighting and defending. Fighting and defeating their leader. And then the second part, during his 20-year retirement, the Joker has been in Arkham Asylum this whole time, and he's basically been faking being a vegetable. Doesn't speak, doesn't do anything for 20 years, okay? I'm pretty sure he was faking it anyway, but he ends up coming out of it. But anyway, after Batman comes out of retirement, obviously it's televised, it's on the news, this and that, and the Joker sees these news broadcasts in Arkham, and seeing seeing these snaps him out of it. So I don't know if he was faking it or not, but he sees Batman and he comes out of it. Long story short, he ends up getting out, and kills a bunch of people. And then him and Batman have their last. Oh, you know what? This is still in part one. Dude, I don't know. I would have to go back and watch. But there's a lot going on. Yeah, in part one, I think it's the mutants and then Joker. Or maybe Joker's the second half. I don't know. But anyway, just follow along. So, anyway, Joker comes out of it, ends up going after, Batman and Joker fight again. Joker kills all these people. Batman, in this last fight, he tells him no more. He's like, no more. And Batman ends up killing the Joker. Well, basically, he snaps his neck and he's basically paralyzed. And to finish himself off, the Joker, snaps his own neck fully. But anyway, yeah. And then the second half of that, again, I don't know if it's the mutants. It might be the mutants, and then Batman versus Superman in the first half, and then the second half is the Joker stuff. I'm not exactly sure. It might be reversed. It might be the mutants and Joker, and then Batman in the second. Batman versus Superman in the second half. But regardless, after Batman comes out of retirement, at this point and up to this point, Superman has basically been a lapdog to the president of the United States, working for the president directly, right? And when Batman comes out of retirement, of course, the president doesn't like that. So he tells Superman to, go talk to him and try and get him to stop. To which Clark does, and of course, Bruce does not accept. And he's basically saying, if you don't stop, I'm going to have to stop you. And you know how Bruce Wayne is, you know how Batman is, so he ain't going with that shit. Um, and obviously they end up fighting. It's a major story, Batman versus Superman. Actually, hold on, I have the book right over here. Ah, well, it's in the other room. I have another book. I have two of the four, I think. 'Cause I like two of the covers the best. That's Frank Miller. Um, but um, damn, hold on. Who are you in there? Thor. Oh, hi. Um. So yeah. Anyway, Batman, and Superman fight, and Batman makes this suit. This basically this battle suit that gives him, superior strength and all this and that. And then he works with Green Arrow, that helps him make these kryptonite arrows. Um, which Batman could have used a higher dosage, this and that would have killed him. And of course, during the course of the fight, Batman tells him that that very thing, I could have used a higher dosage, blah blah blah, but I didn't. And basically, these arrows, when they explode, it's basically a mist of kryptonite. Kryptonite dust, mist, fog from these arrows, and then when inhaled, the dosage is just right enough for Superman to become basically human. So he loses his powers pretty much, but just temporarily. And then Bruce tells him that I could have, used a stronger dosage. I could have killed you, but I didn't. And there's such a cool line in there. And he's like, but I want you to remember. But he's like, I want you to remember that. And I want you to remember the one man who beat you. And it's so fucking cool. And he just beats the fucking shit out of him. And yeah, Bruce could have killed Superman, but he didn't. He chose not to. Um, and it was really fucking cool. But then at the end of it, Bruce has a heart attack during the fight, and everyone thinks he's dead. They have a funeral for him and all this, but then during the funeral, Superman, Clark Kent, uh, hears a heartbeat, and so he knows that Bruce is alive in the coffin. But he doesn't say anything. He doesn't do anything. He just lets it be. And then, and at the end of it, it shows Bruce Wayne and his new Robin in the Batcave with all these other people, that have become, I think they're called the Knights of Batman or something like that, or their brother. I think it's the Knights of Batman. Um, and so he has basically this whole army, uh, of people that are fighting for him. I think it's called the Knights of Batman. And then they're in the Batcave, and he's showing like blueprints or plans or whatever to talk about this and that. And so it's him and Robin and all these guys. But in the newspapers and the news and to the world, Batman is dead. And it was revealed also that he was Bruce Wayne, I'm pretty sure. It's just a really, really cool story overall. So I highly recommend checking it out, either the comic book itself, which again is The Dark Knight Returns. Um, and there's an animated movie, same name, The Dark Knight Returns Part 1, and then Part 2. It's two parts. Really, really good stuff, though. It's excellent. Um, and actually, what's his name? Voiced Batman in those movies. What is it? Peter Weller, which is also RoboCop. The same guy that played RoboCop, voiced Batman in those movies. So very cool. Yeah. So I talked about Batman for a little bit there. And then also, guys, if you could let me know if you like this color scheme. Um, I really like it. It looks cool. Look at the mask right there is red, and then the red and the blue combining together kind of turn purplish. Then you have the blue from the computer reflecting off the mic arm and stuff, blue, and then the red mic. This looks really cool. Then I have the green up in the one corner and the red in another corner. Everything just looks really good, and I think this is how I'm going to keep it. And then, of course, I have my red ETX logo there, which my logo, if you don't know, it's an alien. It's like an alien, it's like a stitched up alien face. Because E.T., by the way, I think I've said this in videos or on live before, but my name, dude, this carbonation, ETX. Hold on. So the ET stands for a couple things, but the one thing I'll say uh, stands for extraterrestrial, right? Alien. And then the X stands for xeno, as in xenomorph, because I'm a huge fan of the alien movies, aliens in general. So again, with the ET, extraterrestrial, and then the X, xeno for xenomorph. So basically, extraterrestrial xenomorph. So alien. In other words. But yeah, that's what ETX stands for. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And again, I'm digging this color scheme. It looks cool. So, yeah. Well, I guess I'm gonna go off and film the H2 mask, Halloween 2 Michael Myers mask, and that'll be it. Again, I'll film the video, and then while that's uploading, or usually whatever, I'll film that video, and then I'll film a short right after, and then I'll upload the short, and then I'll upload the video, which obviously takes much longer. So the short will be up first. So you'll see the short of the H2 Myers mask, and then the long form of the H2 Myers mask. And when I say long form, I mean 5 minutes or less, typically. So that's the long form content these days, unless it's a live stream, or a regular live stream, or a gaming live stream, or if I'm doing something else. But just regular content, mask, comics, collectibles, 5 minutes or less. Shorts are obviously 3 minutes or less. And then the gaming content can be hours. And then the regular live streams like this are hours as well. What are we at right now, anyway? I don't know. But yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna chill here for another minute or two, and then wrap this up. That is a Mandy canvas print poster, by the way, if you guys are familiar. I love that fucking movie. Mandy with Nicolas Cage. It's like a sci-fi horror fantasy type movie. Really good. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. Yeah. And then maybe sometime soon, you will see me on an LCU show. That would be interesting. I just don't know what show and with who and what the theme would be. Because I'm about drama stuff too. Uh, Obviously I have quite a few videos talking about the LCU, BBU, Becky, this and that, and the other. And I was talking about it tonight too. It's not necessarily drama. I was just talking about it, but I'm fine with the drama or, coming on as a guest or a co-host, in those scenarios. But yeah, I don't know if I did get on an LCU show, I literally have no idea what the premise of it would be or, with who. Um, whereas before, where there wasn't, 1,000 shows, I pretty much watched every show and, knew who all the hosts were this and that, and pretty much knew what was going on a daily basis. Um, but since I've been working this new job with these new hours, I pretty much only primarily watch uh, Locale Queens and maybe Locale Live. Like I really don't even watch Locale Live too much lately. It just sucks. Um, the times that Keem is on, I watch those and they're so much better. Like, I don't know what Keem's doing. I mean, like, or what he's thinking, or long term or short term or whatever. I mean, he doesn't have to do this at all. Mike doesn't have to do this at all. Um, I give major props to Mike because he does so much, you know, on screen, off screen, but the stuff that he does on screen, like, the stuff that he was doing today, the waxing, like his eyebrows, his face, his armpits, his fucking groin, his back, all this stuff. Keem would never do that. You know, out of all these shows, Keem literally has done nothing. As far as, like body entertainment, doing something, um, physical for entertainment. He doesn't do shit. He's not gonna fucking shave his head or shave his beard or shave his eyebrows or fucking wax his face, or he's not going to do anything like that. He would, you will never catch him doing anything like that, and he doesn't have to. But Mike doesn't have to either, but yet Mike is doing this stuff. And if you watch Locale Queens today, it was fucking awesome. It was so funny. I'm glad I got to see it today because typically, if I work 10 to 7, Locale Queens goes on at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, my time. And I get to watch them for like the first hour. But today, I kept an earbud in and watched the last hour as well. And I even put a dono in for Mike to wax his lower back, which I didn't know was like 100 or something. Like, because I was like half like watching, haven't paying attention because I had my earbud in and stuff. And I just had my phone in my pocket, so I wasn't even really fully watching the second hour. But Future Set, which I thought was Future Sex, but Future Set pitched in towards it, and then Mike ended up waxing his lower back. And I said in my super chat, when I said it, I was like, yeah, your lower back, payback for Grandpa's tattoo. And then I was like, I said, payback as a mother chicken. Because Grandpa used to say that all the time. That was one of his sayings. Payback as a mother chicken. I just thought it was funny. But yeah, today was a really good show. They were both, Queens was awesome, and Bus was awesome as well. It was just him and Sweet Tea. And then going back to when I first started streaming tonight, when I was talking about, trying out for a show or whatever, Maybe bus is a possibility if he's gonna do tryouts for bus. I don't know, but the thing is, it goes on at 7 p.m. my time, and I don't have a set schedule at the moment. I'm either 11 to 8, 10 to 7, or 9 to 6. Which, even if I was a set schedule of 10 to 7, I mean, I get off at work at 7. Uh, it takes me like a half hour to get home. Longer than that. I don't get home. If I get off at 7, if I go straight home, if I don't stop off at McDonald's or the liquor store or whatever, convenience store and this and that, uh, uh I'll still be home at like 7:45. And, this is where my setup is. Like, I'm not gonna start from my phone and then switch to my, like, no, I can't do all that. Um, so unless I strictly went from 9 to 6, then I could do that because I'll be home before 7, and then that wouldn't be a problem. But whatever show it is, the time it would have to be a nighttime show. 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever, 11, 12, 1 in the morning, whatever. I don't care. Uh, Probably 1 a.m. I wouldn't go much later than that. Um, but I don't know. I don't know, dude. It's been a while since I even just came out as a guest. Like, I don't know the last time I even came up on. Excuse me. I don't even know the last time I came up on. I can't talk. I don't know the last time I even came up as a guest on a show in the LCU. When is the last time I came up on as a guest in the LCU? Trying to think. Whatever it is, I know it's on video. Or it should be anyway. Damn. Cause like before, I would come up on Queens all the time. Just fuck around and talk with Becky and Tina and Mike. I probably came on Queens a good 10 times. I came up on Locale Live a couple times. Any other shows? I came up on Milkers like once or twice. Um, I think I came up on Nerds once or twice, maybe once. I don't know. And I'm kind of buzzed. I had 4, and I'm about to go on number 5. I start work in 12 hours, so I got time. Damn. Holy crap. Ow. Well, 11 and a half, basically. So I have plenty of time to kick it for a while and then go to sleep. Yeah. And what's a better name, by the way? You can leave it down in the chat or in the replay. What's a better name? ETX Live or what I had before, ETX Prime, because it's the prime hub for everything ETX. All the genres under one umbrella, which can also, the same can be said for ETX Live. All the genres under one umbrella. I literally changed it from Prime to Live for the simple fact, when I hear Prime, all I think of is the Jake Paul fucking Prime drink. That's pretty much it. Otherwise, it would just be ETX Prime. So I'm debating between ETX Prime, ETX Live, or if I can, I'm gonna look into it again, or if I could just keep it just ETX, just straight up ETX, because that's not a genre. Like you don't know what that is. ETX, extraterrestrial xenomorph. But yeah, as far as genres, you know what that is. You know what the fuck that is. That's why it could fall. Many genres could fall under one umbrella. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why. But yeah, you know what I want to get? I want to get some LED strips and put them on my ceiling, like in the corners of my ceiling. I think that'll look cool. I don't know if it'd be necessary, but it'll look cool, I'm sure. Also, what I want to know in chat, what is your favorite horror movie, period? Mine, it's not a movie, it's a series of movies. It's a series. Trilogy. Well, no, I can't. A trilogy. What the fuck am I talking about? It's two movies. Because the third one does not count. I didn't even know it existed until like a couple few years ago. Uh, that's how irrelevant it was. And I am a movie buff, especially horror movies. I'm a horror movie buff. I'm a movie buff in general. Uh, but none other than wrong way Creep Show. Creep Show 1 and 2. And I have other posters in the other room. I'll take the camera, but there won't be any audio. But check it out. I'm going to bring you into the mask and comic room. Hold on a second. There won't be any audio, so just bear with me. 1 second. Here we go. All right, let's go. Alrighty then. Dang, that bright is light. That light is bright. Switch that around. Damn. That was bright. Anyways, um so yeah, those are my creep show posters in the other room. Thor wants to say hi again. Hold on. Okay. Hello. Hi. He doesn't like being held too much. Everything else is fine, but not people. Okay. Say hi. Say hi, honey. You're so pretty. Oops, sorry. You're so pretty. My babe. Look at my handsome boy. Whoa. Whoa. Well, sorry, honey. Where are you at? Puppy. Oh, wait. Come on. Oh, wait. You're like a bowl. Whoa. Whoa. Ugh. Alrighty then. Anyway, okay. Well, folks, we'll crack the fifth live. Why not? Trying to see what looks better. Does white, as Boogie says? Look at my eyes; they're like so blue. Blue eyes. My eyes are anywhere between gray and blue at times, but they look pretty blue right now. I am Norwegian, Sicilian, German, and Irish. So, yeah. Basically a mutt. Um White looks good. What was the other color I had? Green, blue. I mean, they all look good. And it looks good with the text I have on the screen as well. Let's see how that looks. Oh yeah, blue looks good. I mean, all the colors look good. But what looks the best? You guys tell me what color background looks the most phenomenal. Purple? But then there's different combinations because you got to have the background with the mic. I haven't really changed too much with the mic. But you have the purple with the red mic. And then obviously you see the green glow with the computer. And then you have the blue with the green glow from the keyboard, and then the blue from the computer. So there's a lot of different color combinations we can do. I can do. We could do white. As Boogie says, Boogie likes to, play his southern white cracker character that says every WH word emphasized the WH, as in white. I'm a white man, drinking White Claw, wearing a white Slipknot hoodie, and I'm just a white man. That's literally what he does. And he knows he's doing it. He's doing it on purpose. Fucking Steven. Ay vey. You know what's weird? Doxing. Doxing in the LCU is a strange thing. Because some people, some hosts, you have their full name. Boogie, for instance, have his full name, his address, even his phone number in some cases. Keemstar, Daniel Keem, New York. People have his address. People have his phone number. Kid Behind a Camera, Michael Green, his address. People have his phone number. Tina D, Tina Dandridge, Somerville, South Carolina. Her address is out there. Her phone number. Multiple people have her phone number. In fact, back in Fat Camp, one of the lives one night, they were taking calls from her leaked number, and she was just taking call after call after call, and she never changed her number. But other people, they'll say their first name or something, and they'll consider that doxing. Like, what show was on the other day with that fucking Wonder Woman fucking weirdo, which I think is a man, by the way. Wonder Woman, which, by the way, a lot of people say Wonder Woman. Her name is Wonder Women. WOMEN. Wonder Women. Okay? Which is strange in and of itself. But I never thought much about this person until a few months ago. This was like, I don't know, May or June or July or some shit like that. Like, and whatever show she went on or whatever live stream, I'm not exactly sure, but prior to that, I hadn't seen Wonder Woman on any show for, like, I don't know, anywhere between a month and 3 months or something like that. I don't know exactly. It could be a month, it could be a few weeks. I don't know. LCU time is different from regular time. Literally, a month in LCU is like 6 months of regular time, okay? But anyway, whatever it was, I hadn't seen Wonder Woman live for a while, okay? It was like a couple months or some shit, okay? Then, one day, I saw Wonder Woman live. I don't recall what show or what, but it looked like a completely different fucking person. I wish I could say the show or what it was exactly. I have screenshots from at the time, but holy fuck. And one thing I was blown away by was that, like, nobody else seemed to notice this. And when I first saw her, I was like, holy fuck, what the fuck happened to Wonder Woman? Wonder Women. Women? Woman? Bro, this shit, like, if you had a before and after of this, it's fucking literally unbelievable. So this person, probably in real life, is probably kind of tall. I don't know, 5'10", 11, 6 foot even, maybe. Pretty thin. I need to have a vape. Dude, I don't even know how I started talking about this. But anyway, so regardless, I hadn't seen her live or on a show for a while. And she was never really a host. She might have been a host on something very briefly. But, 98% of the time, she was a guest. Or, just a viewer, and she would just call in, right? A guest. Well, this one particular day, again, this is some months back. I hadn't seen her online or on live when I don't mean local live, I mean just live general for, some time. And then I saw her live this one day. I was like, or maybe it was a replay of something, but either way, I was like, holy shit. I took screenshots of her face and I put them in the Discord, and I said something along the lines of, I'm like, what the fuck is going on with Wonder Woman? Or has anybody, like, whatever it was, I was just like, what the fuck is happening here? Okay, so she's already pretty skinny as is. But this particular day that I saw her, that she was like on as a guest for whatever, I think it was. But like, her face was so skinny, her cheeks were so pushed in, she looked either like sickly, like, I don't know, like she had fucking cancer or something, or I don't know what. But the more screenshots I took, and the longer I was watching whatever, show she called into or whatever, it did not look like her. Like, there was such a huge, drastic change in her appearance. And I took multiple screenshots, and then I went back like a month prior or whatever and took screenshots from, wherever she was on before then, and it was literally like two different fucking people. And like, some people are like, oh, I don't see anything, or some people were saying like, oh, she just doesn't have makeup on. I'm like, motherfucker, makeup doesn't change your fucking facial fucking structure. Like, her bone structure looked different. It was so fucking weird. And then Wonder Woman herself, or himself, or whatever the fuck, happened to see some of this, and then was commenting at me saying like, oh, ETX, I thought you were a nice guy, or some shit like that. And I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, it's like, I am a nice guy. I'm just, I was just taken aback by this, and I'm just wondering what the fuck is going on. Like, I don't know what was said back and forth after that, or if there was any back and forth between me and her. I use that term lightly, uh, or what? But I'm telling you, uh, it was such a drastic change in appearance. Like literally, her whole facial structure was different. Her cheeks, her jawline, everything. It looked, and it was like so like long and like pushed in, like it didn't look real almost. Uh, Again, it was so drastic from whatever I saw of her prior. It just looked like a man. It looked like a man with like leukemia. Um, she was so skeletal. It almost looked like I don't know what, dude. It looked very, very bad. Um, and and yeah, when I first saw it, and then I posted some screenshots. I'm not really laughing. Oh, I'm itching. Um, but yeah, when I first saw this, and I posted some screenshots in the LCU main chat, I was like, I said something like, I'm like, what the fuck happened? Or I'm like, what the fuck is going on with Wonder Woman or Wonder Women? You know, which that name I'll get back to in a second. And I had, mixed, things. Like some people saw the same thing, other people just didn't see it at all. Like I said, some people were saying, like, oh, she just wasn't wearing makeup. And I'm like, fucking makeup doesn't change your entire facial structure, okay? Like, there's something going on here. Uh, and it was just so fucking bizarre. Um, and yeah, I never got an answer to it or what. And then since then, uh, she always has makeup on, from what I could tell. Um, and like, there's been long periods of time where she didn't come on at all as a guest, co-host, anything like that. Like, it's been very, few in between. And then just recently, in the last like couple few weeks, um, she's been on, and but she has makeup on, and she doesn't look how she looked, a couple months ago or whatever. But I don't know. I just found it so fucking strange. Uh, in the time being, it was so fucking bizarre, and I wasn't the only one. At least a couple other people noticed. Uh, and I don't know. It was just so fucking bizarre. And honestly, right now, I don't know how I started talking about that. But yeah, that's what we ended up at. And I'm gonna take a few more sips, and then we're gonna get to this H1, H2, Halloween 2, Michael Myers, Mask, Vidya. Where did I get the Vidya thing from? Was that from AGP as well? From Grandpa? Where did I get that from? Because somebody else said that. We're going to make a Vidya. Or in today's Vidya, was that AGP? Was that Grandpa? I don't know. Did he even say that? I'm trying to think. I want to say he did. And that's where I got it from. But I don't know. What the hell was it from? Dude, I don't know. Vidya. I don't think that was I don't think that was Grandpa, actually. I don't know. Oh, and speaking of Grandpa, uh, if you guys haven't watched Jesse's movie, Jesse being McDuckernugget, excuse me, man. You know what? On this replay, I'm probably not gonna want to keep this up. But yeah, Jesse's movie, Jesse Ridgway McJuggernuggets. He released his video like less than 2 weeks ago. Don't Dream of Me. Excellent movie. It's basically a YouTube movie, but a higher budget YouTube movie. Like he had really professional cameras, and it was good. Um, there's some stuff I think that could have been cut out. Um, but to each his own. Whatever. It still turned out really good. But yeah, some stuff could have been cut out of it. Excuse me. Um, but overall, it was very good. Um, Mike is in the movie as well. It's about uh, precognitive dreaming, basically dreaming of the future and et cetera, et cetera. And also with this, I started talking about this for a reason. I don't know what it was or is. Oh my god. Why did I even mention that? Anyway, go check out the damn movie. Jesse's in it. Mike's in the movie. It's very good. It's like a documentary slash. Um, it's like a cinematic documentary, pretty much. But overall, very good. Um, I haven't been keeping up with Jesse's content so much the last few years. I actually started watching Jesse and Michael around the same time. Grandpa, of course, as well, like around 2014, 2015, when Jesse was, in the middle of the Psycho series. Um, and then obviously that ended. And then after that, I don't think I watched Jesse for a while. I also didn't watch Michael for a while. Up until like, I don't know, X amount of years ago. And then here we are today. So but again, I don't know why I mentioned the movie in the first place. I'm a tad buzzed. It's 1:12, almost 1:13 in the morning, so I don't know. I'm on claw number 5. Black cherry, by the way, the best white claws out there. And again, not that he's going to see this, I'm sure, but Keemstar, uh, unknowingly, I've said this before too, in past videos, but Keemstar unknowingly got me hooked on the black cherry white claws. Because they were drinking them in fat camp and this and that. And I was never really into the hard seltzers. I just pretty much drank beer in recent years. I wasn't, I don't do the hard liquor anymore, really. If I do hard liquor, it's like vodka. Like I like my cranberry vodkas with lemon and lime and ice. Lots of ice. That's pretty much it. Um, Aside from that, I just like my beer, which primarily in the last so many years has been the Coors Banquet shorties, the short glass bottles. Um, but I mean, even beer, it just fills you up, it bloats, you know. Um, so after being in the LCU and watching Local Live and Keem always drinking the White Claws. Back in like June when my younger brother got married, and one of the refrigerators they had a couple different seltzers. There was actually White Claw in one and Happy Dad in another, which I was already familiar with because of what's his name? Steve. Oh my God. I'm forgetting his name. But yeah, Happy Dad. And that was pretty good. I had whatever flavors and then White Claw. I tried a few different flavors until I got to the black cherry. And if you know anything about White Claws, you know that black cherry is the best. Black cherry claw, black cherry claws are the best claws, and that's all I drink now. I've probably been drinking White Claws for the last 6 months. No beer, no hard alcohol, nothing. Just black cherry, White Claws, as Boogie says. Yeah, just my black cherry claws and vapes, and that's it. So yeah, tell me what you guys drink. I'd be interested to know. And what do you vape as well? I've been vaping on hold on. Geek Bar, um Pulse X, and this is Cool Mint. I like the mint flavors because it reminds me of back in the day when I first started vaping. Because when I first started vaping, it was only mint, spearmint, menthol, and then I got into all different flavors. Obviously, I was like big, big, big time into vaping, all the different mods, the mechanical mech mods, box mods, building your own coils, uh, everything. I was huge into vaping for like a few years. And my old channel, which is a dead channel, but the videos are still up there. It's an inactive channel, but the videos are still up there. I use it for an email. But yeah, my old channel started out as a vaping channel. And then I went from a vaping channel to abandoned exploration, Urbex, and Rurx. Uh, and then that just kind of fizzled out to nothing pretty much. And I would have some random content here and there, whatever. But then I started this channel about a year and a half ago. It was, again, I started off this channel as, like, I was never consistent with any of my channels until this channel. But uh, this channel started off as a mask channel because I was only doing mask content, and then I wanted to integrate comics. Going glitchy. I wanted to integrate comics and collectibles into it, so I went from ETX masks to ETX collectibles. And then I started integrating gaming, live streaming, and regular live streaming into it. So I changed the name again to ETX Live, or excuse me, ETX Prime, being that this was the prime hub for everything ETX, all ETX content. But then, like I said, I didn't like the name Prime because it because it reminded me of like Jake Paul with the Prime drink and this and that. So I just changed it to ETX Live. And even though it's not all live content, it's just same thing, ETX Live, and it's all these genres under one umbrella. Uh, However, I might change it back again to ETX Prime because it is the prime hub for all content ETX. Or if I can, which I don't think I can, I will just make it ETX and that's it. Again, being everything ETX under one umbrella. But I'm not sure if I can do that because, again, with YouTube, you need a username and then a channel name. And with the channel name, if I go to just type in ETX and leave it, it just says, you know, channel name not available. And I looked into it before, but I should probably this time, like actually contact the person or try to contact the person because there's a man I'm slipping. There's a YouTube channel just called ETX, but it's a dead channel. From what I recall, the last time I looked at it, it was like 2 years dead. Just a dead channel. I think I did reach out to the person. I might have commented on a video or something saying, hey, are you able to just delete your channel so I can take the name or something along those lines? And I never heard anything, but I need to probably look into it again because I would like to just have my channel name just be ETX. Because it's not saying in that name, it's not saying a genre or one particular genre. Again, that can be multiple genres under one umbrella. Who's to say? Same thing with ETX Prime or ETX Live. ETX, ETX Live, ETX Prime, it's all the same shit. ETX, excuse me, ETX Prime, ETX Live, ETX. It's all the same. But yeah, anyways, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna finish this fifth, and then that is it. After this, I'm gonna film a quick, long form of Halloween 2 Michael Myers mask, and that is it, folks. So if you have any last minute questions, comments, show ideas, anything like that, let me know now. Or forever hold your peace until the next video. And also let me know what color scheme do you think is the best. Actually, I think this white in the background looks pretty good right now with the red on the mic and the green up here and the red over here. Everything looks good. I think this might be the color scheme to go. Oh, and the blue on the computer reflecting off. And then the green reflecting off the keyboard. And son of a bitch, this is fucking these goddamn White Claws are super carbonated. My God. And I need to take a shower. I'm itching the top of my foot. Anyways. Yeah. I'm just gonna end up leaving this video up. I'm kind of hungry now, too. I'll probably just have 2-3 bowls of cereal. And then call it a night, I guess. I'm gonna just change a couple colors in the meantime. Everything looks good. Like, no matter what color I have, whatever background color, foreground color, etc., mic color, everything looks good. That looks cool. Might leave it at red too. Waiting for the delay to catch up on the YouTube side. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, it looks good. Okay, so the red looks good. The um the hell was the color be? Oh, white. Red looks good. Blue looks good. Light blue looks good. Purple looks good. White looks good. Green looks good. Red. Yeah, red. Yeah, it looks cool. And it makes the Mandy poster stand out. And the Myers mask. And then the ETX Live. Yeah, red. What were the three colors? Wait, red, green? No. Red, purple, white, and blue. Yeah, red, white, purple. Red, white, red. Yeah, they all look good. I think that's what we'll keep it though, between red and white for the background color for now. Computer blue, mic red also. Yeah. Yeah, the white does look good. I'm seeing I guess that is behind a bit. Does look good though. Yeah, it looks good. Ow. Does the white look better though? Does the white look less pixelated on the replay? Oh man. Let's see. Let's try white. Damn. Ah. There's white. There's purple. It takes a minute to catch up. Yeah, the white looks good. I mean, the white, the purple, the red, and the green. They all look good. Damn, I look tired. This Mandy shit better not get never mind. Again, that's a good movie. Yeah, it's like a, I don't know. It's action, horror, fantasy, sci-fi. Um, because like the creatures that he goes after and kills for revenge, they're like, I don't know, they're human, but they're not human. There's like a supernatural element to them. Um, yeah, it's weird, man. That's why when I talk about the Mandy stuff, I like to have a red background. And if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that looks cool. Oof. All right, folks. Well, that's all, folks. Any last questions, comments, anything like that? Let me know now. Um, yeah, because I'm gonna have to pee again soon. I'm actually in my master bedroom, which there's a bathroom connected right to it. Um, and then the other bathroom is across the way there, but I'm directly next to this one, and I'm gonna have to use it again shortly. And I'm also need to take a shower, but excuse me, excuse me. But I need to film that H2 mask. God dang this! Oh my goodness! Now I'm just burping and hiccuping nonstop. Oh my god! Maybe I won't film this video tonight. Oh shit! Excuse me. Well, it's about time to end, regardless. Dude. All right. Well, anyway, I'm hiccuping really bad, so I'm gonna cut this here. Oh my god, I'm gonna try and do an intro. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't already. When you do subscribe, be sure to hit that notification bell. Oh my goodness, I haven't had hiccups like this in a long time. Hit the bell, set it to all. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. Have any commentary towards anything I talked about? Feel free. Wow. I seriously haven't had hiccups like this in a long time. Crazy timing. Oh. How do you get rid of hiccups? I gotta look it up. Blah 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 blah. Anyway, ETX. I'll see you next time. Adios. Jesus. Oh. Oh.